Right, hello everyone. I'm calling this AGM open. Thank you all for coming today, and thanks for being here at the AGM. We know lunchtime is much more exciting with one rather than without. So we don't have any apologies, so we've got 15 minutes, so let's go. Oh yes, throughout you can use I've just made sure I can hear myself. You can use the QR code on the screen or the code menti.com to add to our members' questions. This is mostly for people online, but if you want to add them anonymously, you can do that too. Or if you're in the room, you can put your hand up. Okay. First, minutes of previous AGM and matters arising. There were no matters arising. Our minutes have been posted on the website for some months now, which is great. So I think we just need to vote to approve the minutes. So all those in favour of approving the minutes? 23, 5, yeah, I think that's a quorum. I think that's all we need. So yeah, and all those against? Do I have to do against? There is no people are against, so that's great.
There we go.
Thank you, everyone.
Unanimous.
Unanimous. We've got some committee members to elect. So we would like to say thank you to Helen Wickstead, who's stepping down this year, for her contribution to the Fines Group. So let's give a round of applause to Helen. And we are incredibly delighted that our 3 open positions have been filled by 3 people. So we'd like to welcome Ruth Beveridge, nominated by Becky Hillman, seconded by Nicola Rogers and myself. Rachel Kubitz, who I think is in the room as well, and maybe should be on the cheeky committee table. Wait a few. Nominated by myself and seconded by Nicola Hambry and Becky Hillman. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. And Deborah Fox, who was nominated by Anna Tyack and seconded by Imogen Wood and myself. I did a lot of nominating. So welcome to the committee, all our new committee members. I just really wanted to clap. So. All of our current committee will be co-opted this year. And at this point, I just need to do a vote that everyone's happy with that committee. Everyone votes to approve the committee. A vote. Yes, that's a quorum. And any against? Oh, there's a person taking off the top. Thanks, Sharon. Great, committee done. So, chair's report is lucky that we did vote our committee in, so I can now say it's great that we've got a full committee, because that actually means that we have a lot more capacity as a Fines Group to actually do some really exciting stuff this year. Our last year has mostly been about improved communication. So we started our biannual newsletter, which I think has been well received. I wonder who's been receiving it. We've only done one. It was in March. There's no nods of recognition or anything. So, but maybe there will be after I got it. It's fine. I made it. So that's a newsletter that's got a CPD bulletin on it. And also some finding news and also resources. So we shared, for example, the zoo archaeology bone identification guide that's been recently available online on there. So do look out for that. We also have been posting all of the stuff that's in the newsletter on our social media pages. We've got Twitter, and we've also got a new Facebook page this year, which is quite exciting. So if you are Facebookly inclined, then you can follow us at C for Fines, or you can just watch out for that email twice a year where we'll sort of dump upon you everything we've been doing in the 6 months. We also overhauled our webpage. We did new committee bios, and Rachel and Ruth and Deb, I will need committee bios from you, please. And made it a little bit more intuitive for people who are going to that website to find information. So hopefully, if you saw that then and you liked it, then great. We're always happy to hear what people think as well. So if you have comments about what the website is, what it could be, do let us know. And one of the things that I found this year is that we probably need to recruit a comms officer for next year. One of our members will be stepping down next year at the end of their term, so we'll have a spare space. And I think that we will be specifically looking to recruit someone who can manage our social media. And our new email address, which I nearly forgot to say, which is very exciting, so you can contact us directly now. That goes straight to the committee. So yeah, we'll need someone to manage that. Okay. We did lots of collaboration with other groups, as you can see, with the archives group for our conference this year. That's been a really exciting conference to be part of, and I think it's making us veer wildly in our directions to what we hope we will work on in the next couple of years. And we also collaborated with the early careers group a lot, which was really great. And there was also a group forum, which was really useful. And like SEPA, let this continue, please, because it was really useful to meet with other group SIGs, committees, representatives. So we did, this year we've also been committed to sort of trying to start to address the fines training and specialist skills crisis, which has been going on for time immemorial in our industry. We started to do this with a tea break with the early careers special interest group called Finding a Career in Fines, which was basically a chance for early career people to meet with a panel of specialists. I've basically roped in all of my colleagues at Archaeology South East and also the committee. And I think how well attended that was and all the responses from that really show that this is a real key consideration for the fines group moving forwards, trying to work on a response and work out a method that how we can work in training basically and address this issue. I just found out from advisory group the other day that the specialist competence matrix review is about to start again, and we'll have a representative on that. Who it will be to be you. I'm looking at all my people, hopefully. And also this might be news to a lot of people, but our previous committee people, Louise and Duncan, have secured funding with SEPA to turn the existing pottery standards into a toolkit. So we were all talking about these things not being in the same place. Well, I think that is coming up now. So that's beginning next month, working with the original pottery groups. I think that's my chair's report over. I do want to add a little bit of just saying thank you to my committee, because being chair was quite a big deal and they've been really, really helpful. And also to Meg Keats at SEPA for helping me out with that. Thanks. I'm also going to do the treasurer's report, change hats, because Imogen is online. Hi, Imogen. So our SEPA budget request to increase our travel fund to £500 and £300 for venue hire was successful. This is in light of both train prices skyrocketing and also our committee numbers rocketing. So that's great news. And yeah, so we intend on requesting further increase to cover the full committee. Becky, I think this is you, secretary.
Oh, I'm doing secretaries. Okay. We had 2 committee meetings, 1st of March, 7th of June. Discussions included the AGM, new committee members, social media, website updates, and the crisis in professional training for specialists, which the group's now trying to address. The annual review was submitted on time in August to Meg Keats, detailing the regrouping of the group, the website update, Roman toolkit being finished, and future plans for the break. And the tea break went ahead in August.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. 3-year plan. So at this point, normally we would vote to approve a new 3-year plan, although we have a 3-year plan in sort of essence right now that was approved last year. But because of our changes to our direction with our communication and our fines crisis sort of direction, those things we added on there and decided to pause efforts towards further fines toolkits. However, at lunchtime, we decided we probably shouldn't do that, considering this situation that we're all in right now in this conference, and also the fact that we've got such a much bigger committee now, which is going to give us a lot more capacity to actually do stuff. So, and I think that what we'd like to do is possibly open up the floor a bit, possibly now, possibly via email, to what people think about this. We'll put it on our website so you will get a copy. And yeah, so continue some sort of involvement in the standards and guidance and new toolkits, possibly reviewing how these are being uptaken and what people are using them for, what they're not using them for, just so that any further toolkits we can do a really good job of. Does anyone on the committee like to add anything to that?
Am I putting that in any other business?
It's in the 3-year plan of principle part, which I don't think is in your
Which is
original.
not on the
No,
agenda.
sorry. It's because we didn't know we needed to approve our 3-year plan every year because we thought it was a 3-year
Okay.
plan. But because our priorities have changed somewhat.
Okay, I'll add it in. Don't panic.
Okay, thank you. So yes, I guess let us know. Well, basically let us know if you don't think we should do this, because we think that we should do this. So focus on communications plus find specialist crisis plus standards and guidance with our lovely full committee. Yes. Okay. So I won't vote to approve it because you guys haven't seen it, but we will be doing some communication about this, possibly in our newsletter that will be coming out soon after this. Okay, questions from the membership, and this is where I take over the screen sharing. This is for people online to also add to, but is there any questions from the membership? Oh, I should also say that we will be surveying our membership next year. It's 5 years since we last surveyed the membership, so we are definitely influenced by your opinions, hence the new Facebook page. So do let us know if there's anything that you really want the committee to be focusing on, because yeah, we want to know what you want is what we want. Okay, if there are no questions from the membership, is there any other business? Oh, a question. Yes, I think the can everyone read that? Sorry, has it been considered that fines toolkits could be used to address the lack of specialist training as a first port of call? I think yes, it's been considered. Perhaps we haven't said as much, but it clearly, the standards and guidance and the fines specialist training clearly go hand in hand. So I think yes, considered. I think we could do more to consider exactly how the two could work together. Any other committee people want to elaborate? People looking generally satisfied?
It sounds a little bit like there are lots of resources, but not everybody can find them. So maybe some of it's about signposting, and that's something that we can do as an intermediary between a full-on toolkit.
Great. Yeah, great.
But also is useful for training.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Duncan.
I think
Make sure you speak up so that
what all the specialist interest groups could be doing, because well, not all of them, but those that think training is an issue should be encouraging CIFA to reinstitute the Archaeology Training Forum, which brought together people across different sectoral representatives to talk about training across the whole of archaeology, and that way we get a more joined up approach.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Please, Jen.
My colleague, chair, I wasn't aware it
Well, it hasn't met
was
for a long
dissolved, but it's not
time.
met for a while, so I'll get an update.
Great, thank you. Okay. Any further questions? Any other plans for collaboration with other groups? You can come talk to us if you want to come talk to us. We're very happy to collaborate with anyone who will collaborate with us. Yeah, I mean, I'm keen not to stretch us thin, but at the same time, with our large committee, I think
You're just
we can just do anything now. No. So yes, if you are part of a sneaky committee and you want to get involved with the fines group, in any way, shape, or form, then we'd be very happy to hear from you. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. 15-minute committee AGM. Smashed it. Any other business? Any other business? No, then the AGM is closed and we did it. Hooray, thank you.